robotic hand isn't that different from your cybernetic replacement. They even share a number of internal subsystems. Even the control signals used to drive it are the same, issued directly from the robot's central processor, or by your DNI implant in response to your neural impulses. The date of manufacture stamped on those is 1915. That would suggest that rather than being standard issue, these may well have been a pair that saw action in the World War of 1914 to 1918 and had been given to his son when he joined the Army in the late 30s or early 40s. My scans show that that thing is still live. You're not going to keep that near your bunk, are you? Yes, of course you are. The Immortals take this ancestor thing pretty seriously. I'd keep that hidden till we're a long way off their turf. The magnets are a cute touch. The real thing uses an electromagnetic suspension system to float the entire train about 15 millimeters off its track. It doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a 62-ton vehicle floating and being pushed forward at up to 500 kilometers an hour. Those are some strong magnets. Whoa. Okay. So that's a bottle of brandy that was bottled in 1824. The original would be 240 years old. Now, I know that the designers of that simulation were likely just trying to sell that Zurich is an affluent town, but finding that on a train has to be artistic license. The real thing would likely cost more than you or I earn in a year. Nice to see how the other half lives, huh? I'm still struggling to understand how Taylor could have been driven to behave like this. He was one of our best, and one of the first selected for the Cyber Soldier program. I can't imagine how this must be affecting Hendrix. No idea whose voice that was, but it seemed to be a guided image therapy session, a form of psychotherapy. We couldn't lift any prints from the recorder. It was clean. canister, which means I can't connect to the inventory system to determine what that thing is holding. Those things are manufactured to survive substantial impacts and are coated in the same self-repairing smart materials that make up your body armor. Lucky for us, the containment is designed to remain active in the event of power loss. Be careful with that. I'm surprised the kit's still intact. Even the 54I must have initially given the place a wide berth when they moved into the quarantine zone in 2061. The shaped charge on that really won't pack much of a punch. Certainly wouldn't take down a GIU. You might want to just stick with your grenades. The shaped charge on that really won't pack much of a punch. Certainly wouldn't take down a GIU. You might want to just stick with your grenades. Clearly mass-produced and sold in bulk for decorating large apartment blocks. I did a little digging on the apartment that you found it in. It turns out that the original buyers of those apartments had an online community before the megastructures were turned into refugee camps. That's one ugly augmentation. Looks like it was externally powered, while the wiring we saw in the lab would suggest that it lacked any of the high-bandwidth near-field communication systems that you guys use to interface with external systems. Surgery to install it must have been pretty invasive. The recovery time would have been significant, and it wouldn't function outside the laboratory. It also doesn't have any of the biocompatibility coatings that yours do. They must have either been suppressing the test subject's immune systems or just not expecting them to survive long enough for rejection to be an issue. Who would have consented to test one of these? Crazy that wars were won and lost with these things. It's hardly portable, and would only have had a range of around 15 miles. The AM band that it broadcast on would also have been susceptible to atmospheric conditions, and as far as I can tell, there's no concept of encryption or secure channels. The resolution of that immersion must have been unbelievable. The reproduction you printed based on data pulled from your computer-assisted memory is so good that analysis suggests that it's actually playable, or would be if we had anything capable of doing so. Who crafts simulations like that?
bioaugmentation has become commonplace throughout the developed world.
The sheer scale of this disaster has overwhelmed the authorities.
Superstorms continue to hammer the region, hampering relief efforts.
These are uncertain times. Our future depends upon the choices we make. As populations continue to expand, megacities emerge worldwide.
The extreme conditions have led to a vast exodus of displaced residents.
WA bases were on high alert this morning.
Direct energy air defenses neutralized the attack almost immediately. Protesters and local forces clashed again today, resulting in yet more bloodshed.
Make no mistake, this is a new Cold War. We may not always see our enemies, but they are out there.
My name is Jacob Hendricks. I'm your new CO. This is Egyptian Minister Said, taken hostage by NRC forces 2 days ago. After the uprisings in Cairo, they may want to make an example of him. Punish him. We're not going to let that happen. Just so we're clear, if this goes wrong, you never existed. So now the world knows it was a CIA black project that led to the disaster that killed over... This is where we say goodbye. I can't do it anymore. The madness has to stop. For all the good we do, I just can't see things in simple black and white anymore. There has to be another way. Maybe this technology can change things. Maybe you can change things. You just need to wake up.
Prep to move out. We're launching an air assault on the aquifer drilling platforms, where we believe Taylor and Moretti are holed up. Once again, we've got the full support of the Egyptian army.
How do they do it, Kane? Even under the grip of the NRC occupation, they don't lose hope.
Maybe one day the WA can repay their allegiance and give them the support they deserve.
Where am I?
It's okay. Calm down. Just relax. You're gonna be fine. You're smarter than me. Achieved our objectives. Man's always gonna be better than machine. Unfortunately, you sustained life-threatening injuries. You're stable, but you got a long way to go.
Who are you?
Downtown Zurich.
Hey! Still with us? Welcome back.
Taylor.
Yeah. Do you know what's happening to you?
Am I dreaming?
Well, let's say you are. Why not just go with it, right? After all, you can always wake up. December 12th, 2054, 7:30 a.m. We're on board a private commuter train headed to the Zurich headquarters of the Coalescence Corporation. Our cargo, prototype for the Winslow Accord Neural Network Initiative. At its core, specialized AI software that's capable of rewriting itself in order to interface with any other system in the world. State-of-the-art stuff back in the day. It'd go on to revolutionize a broad range of military and civilian applications. At least, it would have if the train had reached its destination. At 7:31 a.m., a terrorist group detonated an explosive device on board this train. The incident sent back our robotics program several years. You're here to stop it.
This isn't real. It can't be. What is happening to me?
Right now, you're in a medically induced coma being prepped for surgery. You've got a new bit of hardware inside your head. It's called a direct neural interface, or DNI. I've got one too. That's how I'm able to communicate with you. Your DNI is what connects your mind with your new body.
Flanking right.
There's never just one route. High, low, left, right. Different paths yield different advantages.
More incoming! Light him up!
DNI can provide combat critical info to help you better read the battlefield. Switch it to tactical mode.
Let's light him up.
All right. Use your enhanced mobility. It may take a little getting used to, but your confidence will soon grow. Try it for yourself. I got a hunter that says you can do it.
Attack mode will highlight inbound threats such as rockets and grenades. You see flashing red, move.
Watch your head! Bring it on!
See the red and yellow markers? They represent kill zones. Not somewhere you want to be. Reinforcements at the truck.
Here they come!
attack mode info is synced across the team. One of us sees something, we all see it, even through cover. Keep moving up! Check your ammo. Grab more if you need it.
D&I doesn't just help us communicate with each other. It allows us to interact with a variety of computer systems, including pretty much all the basic drone units. Now, bipeds, sophisticated ground units, those are a whole lot trickier, brother. Those sons of bitches got a damn hive mind. You try to process and control all that, your brain is toast. But these fuckers are easy. Go ahead. Hack in. Go see what's on the other side of this wall.
wanna see something cool? Shoot down those